Hey everybody, this is Matt. In this video I'll be showing you how to play If Today Was Your Last Day by Nickelback. I had done a cover for this song, I don't know, several months ago, and I got a couple of comments on it asking, what's the strum pattern, and I had a couple of individual messages sent to me, regarding the strum pattern. Now that cover wasn't really intended to be a lesson, even though I did show you the chords at the beginning of the video. It really wasn't intended to be a lesson. So, because of the comments and the messages, I figured I would just do a little short tutorial on the strumming pattern for the song. Now, as far as my background, I'm really a drummer. Guitar is just a fun hobby for me. I love it, but I'm really a drummer at heart. So for me, strum patterns always came easy for me, and it's probably because that's the rhythmic aspect of guitar, being the unique instrument that it is. It's got both a melodic side and it's got a rhythmic side. Well, the rhythmic side obviously is the strumming. The melodic is all the notes and chords up here. I think that's why I just love guitar, because it's got both aspects, best of both worlds. So I can kind of understand why strum patterns are hard for some people. Getting the rhythm down, getting those accents down, getting the right pattern down. So I'll just be showing you how I play it. I think it's pretty close to what's on the recording. And, just kind of go through the parts of the song and, show you the chords once again. It's a pretty easy song. There's really only three main chords in the song, which are B minor, D, and A. And there's an E thrown in at the bridge. And you have to be capoed at the first fret, too. Okay? Capoed at the first fret. So every chord is actually a half step higher than, than the shape I'll be, showing you. So when I say a chord, I'll be referring to it as its regular chord shape, but just remember it's really a half step up because we're capoed at the first fret. Alright, so with that said, let's get going with the lesson. Alright, so let's run through the chords real quick. These chords are all relative to the capo. Okay, capoed at the first fret. So our first chord is a B minor, and this is a bar chord. So you have to bar all the way across the third fret, and then you have to make sort of an A minor shape. And I do it, I've got my starting on the D string, I've got my ring finger on the D string at the 5th fret, I've got my pinky on the G string of the 5th fret, then I've got my middle finger 4th fret of the B string, and you're just playing from the 5th string down. Okay, so that's a B minor, which is really a C minor, because we're capoed at the 1st fret, but I'll be referring to these, as their shape in reference to the capo. Alright, so that's B minor. The next chord is D. Alright. And that is an open D string. I've got my next string down is the G string. I've got my first finger, 3rd fret of the G string. I've got my ring finger, 4th fret of the B. And then I've got my middle finger, 3rd fret of the high E. And then you just play from the 4th string down. That's an open D, a D major. And then there's an A, which what I do, I leave my first finger right where it is, at the 3rd fret of the G string, and I just move these two fingers right up here, 3rd fret of the D and B string. Okay, so you've got all three fingers crammed in at the 2nd fret of the D, G, and B strings, and then you just play your open A. You just play from the 5th string down, the A down. Okay, that's an open A major. And then there's an E thrown in at the bridge, an E major. And then you have to, I've got my open E string, okay, the low E. I've got my middle finger, 3rd fret of the A string. My ring finger is 3rd fret of the D string. And then my first finger is at the 2nd fret of the G string. And then you just play all 6 strings for the E. Okay. Yeah, there's another way to make an E that sounds really nice when you're capoed at the 1st fret. If you make a power chord shape, if you put your first finger on the 8th fret of the A string, and then you have your ring finger, 10th fret of the D and G string, and then you just play all the strings open. Okay, that's another way to make an E. That sounds really nice. I don't know if you'd want to try and throw that E in there. I don't know, but it's a good sounding chord. Okay? So, B minor, D, A, for this E. Okay, so those are the 4 chords. So let's move on to the parts of the song. And okay, so let's start playing the song. The song starts on B minor, and I'll just go through each part of the song and show you the chords and show you the strum pattern. So let's just start the track here. Alright, so that's the verse. Like I said, starts on B minor. And as far as the strumming, this is what I do. It's kind of a down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay? Now occasionally I may throw in an extra up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay? It just depends on if I hit the strings coming back up or not. You know, I think it varies. So that's kind of what I do, and you know, you can play that throughout the song, that same pattern, and it would fit, you know, just fine. Okay, you just have to be careful with the accent. It's kind of an accent. As far as the song, I mean, me being a drummer, I'm really focused on that kick drum part, because it's kind of, you know, throughout the verse, the kick drum is, you know, constant quarter notes. So it's, you know, I just kind of got that in my head. Okay? So just be mindful of that, you know, keep the timing down and just, you know, listen to the record and get those accents down. But that's kind of what I do. Down, up, down, down. Up, down, down, up, down, up. And occasionally I may go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. You know, that's the basic. Okay? So that was the verse, so let's move on to the chorus. Chorus is next, and it's the same chord progression, with the exception of, I believe it ends on an E. So let's, yeah, B minor. D, A, B minor, D, E. Okay, then it goes back into the next verse. So for the chorus, you know, what I'm hearing is same as the verse. B minor. And then end on E. Or at least that's what I'm hearing. But let's take a listen to it again, just to make sure. I'm hearing E. That's it. to B minor, D, A, B minor. Okay, it just goes through that progression again. And then it does another chorus after that, and then goes into a bridge section. It starts on E to D, and then A, E, stays on E, D, A, E, stay on E, D, A, E. Okay, so the bridge, the chords in the bridge are E, D, and A. Okay, and this is where you can do that other E if you want to. You know, the part where it starts the bridge at going from E to D. You could go. You could do that. You know, it's a bit of a jump. You know, going from. But when you come back up, you know, because you're playing a fifth chord, you know, being K chord at the first fret, it's really an F5. So when you go to switch, you can hit those bottom, the B and E string, which is the same chord. Okay, because those two strings are open. Yeah, so it gives you time to jump up there to grab that D. Nope. Okay, that's one way to do it. I think in the recording though, it's the lower E, you know, down here. Okay. You can play it however you want, you know, whatever sounds best to your ears. It's still the same chord. Okay. So after the bridge, it goes into another chorus and then goes out from there. All right, and there are tons of chord charts that are available for this song online. If you go to ultimateguitar.com or 911tabs.com, there are so many chord charts. So, you know, feel free. Don't just rely on me. You know, check out the chord charts for yourself and get the changes down. And you know, it's a fun song to play. It's a great song. It's one of my favorite Nickelback songs. I love the lyrics. And again, it's just a fun song to strum along to. So I hope this was helpful. Sorry I had to go so quickly, but you know, I didn't want to draw this out because it's only a 3-chord song. You know, it's easy. I think it's easy just to go and just find a chord chart and just learn the song for yourself. But the strum pattern, just you know, keep that in mind, because that's the first thing you hear when the song starts, is that opening. Alright, and once again I play it down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Okay, fun song. It's a great song. You know, once again, I hope this was helpful. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.